hosting and domains. There are a couple of important factors that we need to look at for hosting and domains. So what I'm going to say first is I'm going to say when you're uploading a WordPress blog or you want your own WordPress blog, some people are sorely tempted to let WordPress handle their blog, which you can do. You can go to wordpress.com and you can have a WordPress hosted blog, which will look something probably a little like this, okay? So you can see here, if I were a WordPress hosting blog, it would be dansumner.wordpress.com. Alternatively, I could buy my own domain and host WordPress myself and have this, dansumner.com. So which do you think people are going to search for, or which do you think is going to come top of the search engines, or which do you think is going to look more professional? I think you've just answered the question. The bottom one is what we need to be looking at. WordPress hosted websites are, if you're opening your business, is not really what you want to use. Okay, so I'm not going to go and talk any more about this. There are plenty of posts out there. Just Google it, why you should not use WordPress.com or whatever, and you will find out. But for the purpose of this whole course, we're going to be dealing with our own domains. So why do we buy our own domain? Okay, so what do we buy, or rather, because this is the question I get asked quite a lot. What domain should I buy? Now, what I would say is always try to buy your name, because your name can be used for a lot of things. You can have a personal blog. You could have dansumnerblog.com, which was a recent blog of mine until I changed to Marketing from Scratch. You could have dansumner.com. And what I use Dan Sumner for, I use dansumner.com for all my emails, and I also use dansumner.com for links to products and recommendations. So for example, dansumner.com recommends product A. dansumner.com recommends product B. And I have all these in little folders inside the dansumner.com domain where I can redirect to different offers, different affiliate offers, etc., or different links to other things that I want to get across in a link. Rather than just having a hyperlink, I can have dansumner.com likes or recommends, which it looks even better. So from a business point of view, what domain would you buy? So we've already established that try to buy your name. And depending on the niche that you're in, take Marketing from Scratch, for example, it's about beginners online marketing, marketing from scratch. And I try to provide info that helps people from a basic to intermediate level to grow into a professional level of blogging and internet marketing. So the name kind of fits. So that is my niche, and that is the domain name that I'm trying to buy. So always try to buy a domain that fits your niche, and always try to buy your name as well, because you never know when you're going to need it. So with that established, what we need to do now is we need to find a quality and a reliable hosting company. Now, believe it or not, I have 3 hosting companies, okay? I use One-on-One, where I have a managed server, but I've been with One-on-One for 10 years, and they are very good, but they're not recommended by everyone else who I work with. And the control panel is very hard to manage. They have their own bespoke control panel, and it's not something that you can pick up quite easily. So now, if you want to make it a little bit cheaper, and I have a hosting account with Bluehost as well, these guys are only $3.95 a month. They usually have some good deals. They're very corporate. They are globally renowned. So you're not going to have any problems with these people. You can always give them a call, always on live chat. So what you need to do is check out the links below. If you don't have hosting, make a choice and go with either of the 2 that I've recommended. Do not, and I repeat, do not try to make it cheaper. Don't go for WordPress hosting, and don't go for free hosting, okay? Or hosting for $1.99 or $1 a month or whatever, because the simple fact is these are hired hosts. people may be buying space from these guys, say at Bluehost, and then renting out servers, okay, to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. You are going to run into problems. Load on server, you're going to run into problems with scripts, you're going to run into a whole bunch of problems where people are not going to care as much as the guys behind the two examples that we've talked about. So, okay, stay away from free hosting and pick up a couple of these hostings accounts. Try to buy your name and try to buy a domain that's related to the business that you want to add your blog to. For example, Marketing from Scratch or dansomethingwithbonus.com, or if you're want to put up a sales page or build a members area, then, you know, build your domain around this. So productlaunchcontrol.net, productdevelopmentcontrol.com, bloggersroadmap.com. These are all my domains and they all have a WordPress installation. Okay, so with that said, remember the tips. Buy your name, buy your niche, stay away from free hosting, buy a decent hosting company. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video.